Where can we find your programs, the list of programs that you showed us earlier? Can you share your website?
Yeah, I can share on the chat the link of the programs.
And I believe everyone can also visit you in your booth.
Yeah, of course. I have the booth and we can chat and answer maybe directly if you have specific question about the requirements, because we can change from a program to another. So yeah, I'm in the chat available.
So please go to the EHEF website, and there's an exhibitor tab there, and you can chat with the representatives from the universities who are featured in this year's fair. Okay, let me ask also about the support that you give to international students. So both Sir John and Ms. Camila can answer this.
Yeah, maybe I can start. We have a huge team that helped the students during all the application process. So from the orientation, so before the application, and after that, during all the process of application until their arrival in Italy. For their arrival in Italy, we have a tutor body that will help, so a senior students that will help the students at the beginning with all the bureaucratic stuff, but also to, I don't know the city, look for an accommodation and all that stuff. And we have all the support during the studies. So a tutor that will help you to study, a psychological program if you need support, sport activities, association for the free time. So yeah, there are a lot of services available for our students.
Okay, thank you. Sir John, would you like to answer the same question?
Yes, sure. Well, I can specifically talk for our Faculty of Bioscience Engineering, because this is the faculty that is most internationally oriented. We have 5 Erasmus Plus programs, out of which 4 we are coordinating and 1 is we are a partner. So this is an extremely high number for one faculty. And these come obviously with Erasmus Mundus scholarships. These are the European funded scholarships. So for these programs, there are scholarships available. On the other hand, we have 3 programs that are funded by the Belgian Development Corporation, again, with specific scholarships for international students to join. And there, as I mentioned, there is a 19-country list. 19 countries are eligible, but fortunately, Philippines is on that list. In Asia, there are only 3 countries still on that list. That's Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Then the others are African and a couple of Latin American countries. These are full scholarships. They cover the tuition, they cover living expenses, they cover insurance, travel. So this is, let's say, a very comfortable, this is not a support, a partial support, it's a full scholarship. The details on the websites that I have shared in the chat, you can find the details on which program offers what scholarships.
Okay, sir, we have a question here for Sir John about your program in SIN REM. Do you accept students with a Bachelor of Science degree, but with a K-10 basic education?
The SINREM program, as we call it, this on Sustainable and Innovative Natural Resource Management, is also an Erasmus program, and I will just have a quick look at what the requirements are. And it's open for bachelor students and with a minimum degree of, let me see. and a 3-year bachelor, so 180 credits in our European system, with a minimum of on mathematics, physics, chemistry is required. So it's a program that is particularly designed for chemical engineers, environmental scientist engineers, mining engineers. It's a quite strong focus on engineering. So a minimum of these requirements is for admission.
Okay. We have another question from Mr. Saromines. He's already a master's degree holder in fisheries. This is for Sir John, but he's interested in the International Master of Science in Health Management and Aquaculture. He's asking if he's still eligible for the program, and if applying for this program means that they are also applying for the Erasmus scholarship.
Yes, it's not. It's well, as a, with the degree on fisheries, this is an ideal profile, I would say. Sorry, and the academic application is combined with the scholarship application. So by applying for the university, you can automatically apply for the scholarship. It's a combined process.
Okay. Do we still have more questions from our chat? You can also ask your questions personally. Please raise your hand so we can unmute you if you want to talk with Sir John and Miss Camila here. Okay, your last chance to ask questions. But you can visit the booths and the website as well, so that you can have more information.
Please do.
Yes. Okay, I think we don't have any more questions. So you want to say any last words? Last words for this webinar. Okay, for our audience.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, and I hope to welcome Philippine students next year, either as a master or a PhD. So please check out our websites and don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions.
Okay. Sorry, I have a question. With the pandemic going on, this is a mobility program, right? The students will live there in your country.
Yes. Yeah. I'm happy that you raised the question. Actually, Belgium is quite safe for the moment, and the universities had the choice whether to allow for international students or not. In our faculty, we have very strongly advocated to welcome students. So actually this year we were exceptionally a faculty that has an increase in international students, probably because students noticed that we did an extra effort to welcome. Now, for those students who have problems to get to Belgium or have a delay, we are foreseeing online courses, but with the intention that as soon as possible, they can join the program and get lectures physically on the campus. So we are really doing an extra effort to try to accommodate as good as possible for on-campus physical learning. Mostly because we have small groups of students. With larger groups, that would be a problem, but since we are addressing small groups of students, we can physically take necessary safety precautions to safe on-campus courses.
Okay, Ms. Camila also, and as an addition to that question, do you have programs that are fully online for this?
No, unfortunately not. Now with the COVID-19, we have a blended mode and dual mode. So if the students, for example, during the first semester are not allowed to come to Italy, they can start lessons online and during the second semester arrive in Italy. But at the moment, as Ghent, we have all the international students that are arriving here in Italy fortunately here in Padua it's a really safe situation because we have the university that is really strong in the research and the containment of the virus. So all the students are starting lessons now in presence, and the ones that don't feel comfortable to stay in classroom, they can stay at home in online lessons. But yeah, all our students are all international students. Actually, this year more than 1,000 are arriving here in Padua. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have only online programs because we think that the presence is important for complete their experience.
It's very important to the whole culture. Okay, question about the IELTS or the TOEFL. I saw a question earlier.
Yes, most of our programs, a IELTS prerequisite of 6.5. Let me just see if I got that right. No, of 6, sorry. Some of programs, because this can differ from program to program. Some programs have an extra prerequisite of 6.5 for writing. But I invite you to check the individual courses and see the specific requirements there. But English proficiency we are quite strict on that because this is one of the basis for a successful studying is to have sufficient English proficiency.
Miss Camila also?
Yeah, also for us, the English requirement is at least a 6 point in the IELTS because they have to study in English, so they need to speak very well and have a good proficiency.
Okay, so we don't see any more questions. So if you think of more questions, please visit the booth and their websites. And please don't forget, it will be flashed on the screen for your attendance. So you may scan the QR code. This is also for the evaluation. Okay, so we will keep this Zoom room open up to 4 o'clock. So if you to chat, you can talk to speakers. Okay, and then we will close this at 4 p.m. Thank you all for attending. And please don't forget to your attendance by scanning the QR code. Thank you, Miss Camila and Sir John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.